Welcome to the invitation. I'm going to be giving you guys a real treat in this video. We're going to be bringing you behind the banker's desk and into the underwriting room on a specific case study of a small business lending request. Every single one of these videos is fully intended to help you understand how lenders are analyzing your business, how to make your business more bankable and fundable, and giving you the data points that you need to understand the nuance of every lending request so you can have better success for approval odds. So I'm going to be giving you the details on this specific deal that I encountered, how close this business owner came to getting funded, where the issue came in, and the lesson to take from this that can help you apply this to your business and increase your odds when you go to apply, okay? So I want you to envision for a second, a salon owner walks into my office. She's been in business for 8 years. She's at a great location. She's in downtown New Orleans, right? Loyal customers, $200,000 in annual revenues. She wants a $75,000 working capital line of credit. It's a bit high, but we're going to analyze before we criticize, right? So I want you to sit back and assess based on what you've heard already. Again, 8 years in business, 200,000 plus in revenue, loyal customer base. We're going to even throw in that she had a reasonable credit score. Let me know on the onset, would you approve this deal based on what you know in the comment section down below? Let me know right now before we even proceed, based on what you've heard so far, is this a slam dunk lending deal or not? Let me know in the comment section down below. All right, so this is the good thing about this deal, all right? These are the good data points. So this is where she looks strong. Established business, right? 8 years in operating history, phenomenal, right? Business location is in a great location and is stable. Repeat clientele, healthy revenue, positive reputation, existing business banking relationship. That's another one I didn't throw in there earlier. She's actually been banking with us for 5 years at the institution I'm at, okay? So that one's checked off the list as well. So at first glance, this looks exactly like the type of small business deal that you would support and would get funded. Same thing I thought, right? This is why we analyze deals as bankers and underwriters. This is how we're looking at it. We get into the weeds, okay? So this is the issue. And a lot of you are guilty of this. So please stay tuned. A lot of you are guilty of this one. Most revenue of the 200,000 plus comes through ineffective channels. Cash, Cash App, Zelles, Venmos. Minimal bookkeeping. So not very organized with the bookkeeping and what's coming in, what's for the business, what's personal. Incomplete profit and loss statements. No reconciled financials. Personal and business funds occasionally mix. So we got commingling going on. Much of the revenue never consistently flowed through the business checking account. Think about it. You're getting Cash App, Zelle, Venmo. You're not thinking about it. You're new to these new technical tools or financial tools. A lot of it's in your personal name. So now it's going through the personal account. You're moving it and transferring it into the business. It's not directly flowing in. This is where we have an issue. Okay. So why does this matter? Let's think about this as bankers, all right, for a second. I want you to stay focused. Why does this matter? Banks don't lend based on what you tell us, okay? We lend based on what we can verify. Very important, very important. So revenue does not equal verifiable cash flow. It does not, all right? Without reliable records, lenders struggle to answer, is revenue consistent? Are expenses accurate? Can the business comfortably repay a new debt? This is where the problem kicks in. So what the underwriter saw, okay, limited verifiable deposits, weak financial documentation, cash-heavy business, inconsistent bookkeeping. Those are all negatives. They did see a great location, 8 years in business, strong customer base, healthy estimated revenue, established banking relationship. But we had some negatives that canceled that out. So the decision isn't a flat out no, all right? I'd likely say in this scenario, I would approve the request today, but I also wouldn't send her away. I wouldn't approve the request today, but I wouldn't automatically send her away, all right? That's how that played out. It's not a scenario where it's like, okay, not a shot, please get out of my office. It's more of a scenario of, Can you provide this? Can you fix that? Can you tweak this and then come back to me in this window of time? So let's see how this broke down, okay? So I'm gonna break down to this business owner what makes her fundable. So let's look at a 90-day plan. All right. Let's look at month one. What could this business owner do? Open and fully utilize a dedicated business checking account. All right. That's something she didn't actually have in place that she was using on a regular basis. So a dedicated business checking account. Deposit business revenue consistently as the first base option. Whatever revenues are coming in. So some of the cash was coming from booth rentals from her 4 employees. Okay. Some of our clients were paying in cash. Of course, like I mentioned, Cash App, Zelle. So we need these things going directly into the business account. If you're going to consistently receive your income from those sources, or you can't immediately transition them over to more optimal forms of payment solutions, then at least have them directly go in the business account. All right. Separate personal and business finances at all costs. Do not commingle. This is month one. Month two. Reconstruct income using point of sale reports, Cash App, Zelle records, and bank statements. Work with the CPA or bookkeeper to prepare accurate financial statements. Please give us documentation that we can actually lean on to verify that everything we're looking at is legitimate and consistent and stable revenue. Basically, that's month two. Month three, build 3 months of clean financial history, prepare updated personal profit and loss and balance sheet, and reapply with stronger documentation. So it's not a flat out no, right? We're looking to fund businesses. This is a perfect scenario of somebody who we would love to say yes to, but we have to consider the risk that we're taking on. We can't give out loans based on emotions or based on how much we like a person. We can't go off of these intangibles. We have to lend as an institution that is, again, one of the main arteries of the financial system, banks. We have to lend on the most stable ground possible. So the problem wasn't that her business wasn't successful. The problem was her success wasn't visible to us as a lender. That changes the ball game. So here's a wealth gap lever that we're going to pull before we get out of here. All right. Many great businesses don't struggle because they lack customers. They struggle because they can't demonstrate their financial strength in a way the lender can confidently underwrite it. Financial documentation is just as important as financial performance. You going out there and accomplishing sales, building a clientele base has to be verifiable for us. That's phenomenal. You cross that barrier, but it has to be verifiable in a way that we can accept it. All right. So this business wasn't far from being approved. It wasn't a bad business at all. It just wasn't presented in a way that the bank could confidently support an approval. That's why I created the invitation. This is what this channel is all about. It is here to help you understand that you just creating the business isn't enough. You going out and generating sales by itself isn't enough. We need to be able to look at this in an identifiable and verifiable format that paints a picture of your business as low risk and stable, fundable, bankable. We need the proper documentation that illustrates that picture. And this is why it's so important to get the content on this channel, the financial education, and what I would argue, the relationships with the capital strategist, with the business banker that can help you organize these things along the way versus being in this business owner's case where she's been doing this for 8 years and finally decide I'm ready to expand. I need support for my cash flow. And having all of that going on behind her, she just couldn't put the picture together because she had nobody assisting her with that. Now, we're rallied around her now. She's with my business consultant. She's working with me. We're helping her to get this all together. But again, she has to push back for months. And who knows what that's going to cost her. So comment timing down below. That lets me know you stayed throughout the whole video and you understand how valuable getting access to capital and applicable timing can be to your business. I'm hoping that she's able to still capitalize on every opportunity available to her, but she's going to be 3, maybe even 6 months behind on whatever she's trying to accomplish, and we don't know the impact of that. So comment timing down below. To every single one of you, I appreciate you coming in. Like, comment, share, subscribe. support the channel so the channel can continue to support you. This content is designed around a book that I created, and it's all around the philosophy of bridging banks, credit, and capital, helping you get the financial education, the resources you need to disrupt the wealth gap by getting your business fundable, bankable, and fundable, getting the capital you need so you can build a financial legacy that you've envisioned for yourself and your family all your life. So support the video, support the channel so the channel can continue to put content out like this that supports you. Get in the description section and the about section down below so you can learn more about myself and the channel. The channel is brand new at the time of this recording, barely 3 weeks old. I know that you're going to want to get to know more about me, my financial background, my history, as well as about the channel and my book down below that the channel is based off of. A lot of valuable information in the book. So please get in the description section and do yourself a favor and get access to that book so you can really get the context you need to scale and grow. Other than that, I want each and every one of you to stay focused, stay in motion, and I'll see y'all soon.